Hello everyone, I am Yan, your favorite friendly Frenchman. Welcome to this stream of the Wednesday, the 15th of April. How is everybody doing? I'm really glad to be black on... Black? I'm not black. Right, right off the bat. Okay, let's go. Let's do it again. I'm really glad to be back on stream with you all. It's really nice to be streaming as always, and today it's a very special stream because we together are going to be finishing this first part of the American area, Wild Water. Really excited to show you guys what we're going to work on today. First of all, before I even start the stream, let's address the fact that we have a donation goal today, and the donation goal is, oh my goodness, okay, so it doesn't work really well in my chat window on the top left, but the chat goal, the donation goal, sorry, is to show you guys the POV of the Woody. So if you want to reach that goal, you can see a POV of the Woody later in the stream, but yeah, let's go. Anyway, so yes, I've been listening to that music a bit too much, as you can imagine. Yeah, so this is our diner. This is the latest edition that I've done literally yesterday in a single day. Really cool edition. We needed a cool diner in this area, and yeah, this is it. But what we're going to work on today is souvenirs of the West. So yeah, let's do that right away. Let's go back to our current save. Obviously, the current save is not the one we've guessed yet. We still have a bit of work to do this evening to make the park ready for guests. While the thing is loading, let me greet you all. Hey Miss Barbar, hey Wonky, hey Commander, hey Trutz, hey Frederick, hey Shane, hey Fahrenheit, hey 10 Pilots, hey Thrill Seeker Ben. I'm gonna call you Ben. Hey Grimdev, hey Makeshift, and that is it for now. Hello everyone, nice to see you all. Very nice to be back on stream again and to be doing these a bit more regularly than have in the past few weeks, a couple of weeks really. It's not that bad. Let's start with Fire Camp Ciel. And we'll put it in random. Let me know if the music is alright, because I've kind of messed up a little bit of the settings for the audio, so I'm not sure if that is going to work really well. I'm gonna wait until you guys give me some feedback on that, but I think it's fine. It may be a little loud. It's a little loud on my end. I think that should be fine. Diner is looking good. Thank you so much, Grimdev. Thank you so much for the $5 as well. Yeah, Diner is really cool. Fun fact, it's called Sandy's Diner because my mother used to be, well, she's still called a name that I won't say in order not to dox me, but Sandy was her kind of affectional little name when she was younger, and so I thought that calling that Sandy's Diner would be appropriate because she cooks really well nowadays, which is implying that I'm not, that she used to not cook that well, which I think she would agree with, honestly. But anyway, yes. Let's see. Hey NH, hey Mr. Domez. I want to say Domez every time, but I'm never sure. I'm sorry if that's one or the other. Every time you're gonna tune in for one of my streams, I'm gonna have to ask you. I'm pretty sure it's Domez. I think it's Domez. Otherwise, why would it be a Z otherwise? Anyway, hey Niles, nice to see you guys. Sorry, I'm gonna use this stream to fall asleep. Your voice works calming. Yeah, I've been told that before, so you're totally fine, but that's fine. Just keep watching if you fall asleep, so that you make me money by with the ad revenue. Just kidding, obviously. We all love the blahage. I saw a giant shark plush at my work and bought it last year. I haven't seen another one since. Hey Combat Bear, welcome to the stream. Okay, I'm really warm. It's really warm today in France, and for some reason I have my biggest hoodie on, so I'm gonna have to change real quick. Don't worry, I'll be there in a second. Don't worry. There we go. Sorry about that, because honestly, it's yeah, it was way too warm, and sweating during the first minutes of a stream was a bit of crazy work. Do not get ad revenue because I use premium. I do, but it's a bit different. I get a cut of your premium, so it depends on how many YouTubers you're watching, really. Especially the ones you watch a lot. Yeah, it's basically, as far as I understand it, I may be completely wrong about that, but I believe it's all about the percentage of who you're watching and how often you're watching them. As long as you're watching, obviously, YouTubers that are getting paid by AdSense. Hey Risdale, nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. Alright, so I'm most definitely worrying. Yeah, it's been not really well, to be fair, April is always like that. It's always like, oh yeah, you get a cold day and then you get a really warm day and then it's cold again. Hey, some random gamer. Frenja theme park, yeah, for sure. Even though today it's more of an American vibe, since we're working in Wildwater. Anyway, we gotta get cracking because we got a lot of stuff to do. Alright, so first thing I gotta do is put some mugs on those, so let's use just the ones that are already existent. What's the resort one like? Oh, it's like the posters. Okay, that's cool. I think the resort one could be the one that looks like this area, right? I think so. All right. More mugs. Show the merchandise. Gift shop really looks like one you see in parks. Reminds me of the ones at my own park. Lol. Thank you so much. And yeah, I've there's a French YouTuber that I'm watching called First Drop. Really good YouTuber. If anyone French is looking for inspiration, he's mostly a real theme park guy, but he usually in the off season does a lot of Planet Coaster stuff as well. And the reason why I'm saying that is because his partner, girlfriend, I don't know how to to call her really, but the person he lives with, or he is with, let's say, is, well, used to be, I believe, in charge of making the layouts of shops at Disneyland Paris, and at some point he enlisted her to make the. Let's see what the aquatic one looks like. Yeah, it's a bit weird. Let's keep it like that. Actually, and so at one point he enlisted her help, and it was really interesting because she had a very professional opinion of what a shop would look like in a real theme park. I can't remember which episode it was because he's uploading so sporadically that I have no idea. But the point is, you see those kind of lights really often because you have to really light. Let's actually explain a bit of my thought process. You'll hear that in the video, but I believe that it would be nice to explain everything while we're here, basically. Hey, EK! Is EK Frills here? I don't see them. Hold on. Is it because I don't have the... No, I can't see EK Frills. Ah, what a shame. I thought EK was here. That's fine. Gone through it and added more terrain to my park because I've realized how cool terrain looks. I mean, have you seen this park? Of course it does. Of course it does. Just look at the... If you need one thing to convince you to use more terrain in your park, just look at Alpenstadt. Like, this is like pure terrain work, and the terrain aspect of this coaster is really something that I love. We're gonna have something like that back in the canyon area over there. By the way, little teaser for the canyon area. There you go. Charles Grizzly is making a summer camp in Wildwater Canyon, so there you go. Did you just accidentally make the French flag? I don't think so. No, I don't. I mean, that would be the Netherlands, technically. But I get what you mean. Yeah, it's technically the Netherlands here. And so yeah, let me explain my thought process behind this shop. So, essentially what she was saying, her name is Celia, by the way. Celia was saying that when you come inside a shop, I'm sorry, I'm 7 years old, I have to giggle every time I say that word. The first thing you want to see is your top sellers, right? And our top sellers are the little miniatures of Bucking Bronco, the spyglass from Captain Forson, that item that I'm not gonna explain what it is yet, and the tiny yans, obviously. So those are our best sellers, right? The items that are so well, that are selling so well that you want people to see them immediately, so if they want to buy those specifically, they can just go for those and go straight to the counter over there. Then, this is kind of a personal liberty that I've done, but I've chosen to do one shelf per area, per theme, one themed shelf, sorry. So here you have the tiny yan shelf, just so you can, when you come inside the area, you can just see the tiny yans. And here you have Alpenstadt with the little paragliders that we had in the mini golf. You can also those big items on the top of the shelves are also some that you can buy, but more rare ones, like premium items. So this is an actual wooden sled, you know, an authentic wooden sled. And then you have the welcome sign for Alpenstadt. Here, same thing. You have the front of Bucking Bronco that you can buy, and it's probably something that you can put on your wall. Same thing here, you have some signs that you can probably put on your wall, and then you have the tiny cars, the tiny replicas for the bucking bronco cars. There's gonna be a a fourth item style once we do the canyon thing. But as you will see with those two shelves, those are for the upcoming 2 episodes. Like for example, this will be the Mexican area, so La Serpiente, and this will be Carmarthen, I cannot say that word for the life of me. Arthurian area. There you go. Yanni should add bucking bronco track to it. You mean that thing? I don't think that would be a nice idea, just because in my head it's like those things you have in some diners. You have like the front of a car, and it's just something that is like fixated to a wall, and it's like a decoration, if you will. Just look up some diner interiors, namely the one in Williams, which was my inspiration. I think it's called Cruisers Route 66 Diner, Williams, Arizona, something like that. It's not the full name, but like if you need something to search on Google, this is what you can look for. And I've seen one of those, and I was like, oh yeah, I need to make that a premium item for this. Then we have Vapeur sur Rail. As you can see, very interesting that you can see this item in Vapeur sur Rail. And I've also made a little locomotive for what's it called? Choo Choo. For Choo Choo, our little kiddie coaster that we already have. And fun fact, I went back to the gift shops of those rides and added those items so that they can be sold there. I remember being able to buy a whole track. Oh right. Oh yeah, a track piece. Okay, I get what you mean. I feel like track piece and memorabilia in general would be sold kind of like what Parc à Seix does, essentially. At every beginning of the season, they will do it's like how do you say that word? A garage sale. A garage sale. That is so hard for me to pronounce. But yeah, a garage sale, essentially, of everything that they're throwing away so that they can make money off of those, and people get memorabilia. For example, last year, the old trains of Goudurix were bought by people, essentially. Fun fact for you guys. Yeah, okay. I know it might be a bit weird to do a number that isn't ending in 5 or 0, but it would be cool if the speed limit was the max speed of bucking bronco. Way ahead of you. It's already that. Well, actually, not true. It's technically 53 miles an hour, but the sign is the max speed that you would be allowed to go on a road if bucking bronco was on a road. So that's technically already the case. Are you more in the mood for streaming today? What? I'm always in the mood for streaming. I literally don't know what you mean. I've literally streamed for like 4 hours the other day, so I don't know what you mean. This does look like the part for being a theme park Route 66 thing. Yeah, definitely. Totally works. Thank you. Hey Dark Seas, nice to see you. Been a while since we've seen you, man. Very nice to see you. Hey Jordan, welcome to the stream. Great to catch you live. Great to have you, honestly. Welcome. A garage sale. Yeah, it is easier for you to say it like we do in the UK. Honestly, this is what's been hard for me as someone that is not from any English-speaking country is that you kind of have to figure it out. And so sometimes you'll say a word for the first time. Like, I don't think I've ever said garage before today, if I'm honest. I don't think I have, at the very least. I know the word, I've read it, I've used it probably in some sentences before. Written sentences, that would be. But still, you know, it's always a bit weird when you have to figure it out on the spot. It's very fun. I do have a Gerstlauer Eurofighter wheel now. That's cool. Very cool. So yeah, I was on about Fiskeschusten now, so you can buy the busts that you can see in the restaurant of Magni Forson, the captain. Hey Loudleaf, welcome to the stream. And then you have the caps, you have the spyglass, and I've added those little boats as well, because I thought they were missing from the lineup, and those were something that were on the list of items you could buy, essentially. So yeah, that was a long stream, sucks, I missed it. I had a closing shift. That's fine. That's totally fine. Hopefully we'll have a long one today. I'm feeling I've got a lot of energy in me today, and I really want to finish that that part of the area. So yeah, let's do it. And of course we have some mirrors here. Oh yeah, I was explaining why the layout of the shop is that way. So yeah, you have the universe on the edges, the different universes of the park on the edges of the shop, so that it basically keeps you in the shop, and you can see everything that you probably want, because they would be things that you would buy at the different area shop. That, for example, I've added those little paragliders. Basically, I've completely redone this side of the shop in the mini golf building, including those little I don't know, they're golf ball trophies or something, something like that. So yeah, it is a French word, Mr. Domez. Yeah, for sure. It's definitely a French word. It's just that, I don't know, with my English accent, it feels weird. Hey, X9008. No more console? Holy smokes. Wow, you have a lot to catch up on then. You have a ton to catch up on, because it's been months since I'm not on console anymore. It's been like almost 6 months, actually, half a year. Wait, it has been 6 months now that I think about it. So yeah, you have a lot to catch up on. And especially those Belleflore episodes that you've probably been missing if you haven't seen the... Yeah, exactly, it's been like that for months, Fahrenheit is saying. Fahrenheit, I don't know if I've greeted you, so hey, welcome. So anyway, those are gonna be left blank for now, until we have signature items for those areas, plural. And then in the center you have home stuff and mugs, and also something that I really want to do, completely stealing the idea from Remnant on Bro Nation, who's shared some books that he's done for Thunder Springs. I really want to do something like that as well, and I love the idea. So I'm going to do just that. The way we're going to do that is just basic shapes. Basically how I do the menus, like I did in the diner and also in Captain Forson's restaurant. Hey Fred, thank you so much to have donated €2. It's another ice cream at Efteling, right? Great to see all the detail. Yeah. I'm really happy to show it to you all. And of course, you have all the functional things on top, with the little ceiling fans, the aircon, and of course the lighting, so that everything is properly lit and looks attractive enough for you to buy a souvenir. And of course you have little like filler items like sunglasses here and umbrellas there. Now this time buy one at Toverland, thank you. Not sure if €2 buys me an ice cream, but thank you. And yeah, we have mirrors here for those things. Stealing the ceiling design, it's so easy. It's so easy. It's like those tropical pillars from the resort theme, and the panel walls from, I believe, the same theme. Not sure, or the Planko theme maybe. I don't know. But it's really easy. You did, but appreciate the extra gridding. Hey, you know what? Better safe than sorry. I was doing major renovations on my home, so I took a break halfway through the coaster car contest. Oh, that's why. Glad to be back. I have a lot of videos to catch up on. For sure. For sure. And great to have you back. Sadly, $2 isn't enough for an ice cream, but it used to be back in 2010 or something. Probably. I don't know. I wasn't buying my own ice cream then. I was a 10-year-old boy. Right, shall we start with the books? Because that's something that I have planned. And for those, I kind of want to reuse the basics that I have for the menus over there. Yes, that's going to be an issue. Actually, not that much of an issue. Okay, that's fine. There we go. Just reminding you all that we have a donation goal for today, and if you guys reach it, you will be able to see the POV for the Woody right next door. I think this is a fair trade, don't you think? Alright, so that might be a little big. Like, maybe not big, but tall. And I believe those are just, like, rectangles that I can What the... Oh. Actually, no. Okay, so I may have to do it from scratch then. Why is it 4 then? Is it that those are squares? No, those are rectangles as well. Okay. Hey Alexandre, welcome to the stream. I have a lot of YouTubers on Planet Coaster with realism and the fire safety, etc. Huh. Really? Would you be the one that stole my park and added some fire stuff? Because if that's the case, that's probably why those are here now. For you guys to get the context on on this, I have been because they are never visible. They are sometimes quite visible. Hey, Da Vinci Style Games, welcome to the stream. Is it Da Vinci or Da Vince? I never know. But really nice to see you here. Really, really nice. Hey Joshua, welcome to the stream, nice to see you. About this, and if I may point out one thing, the air conditioning units on the roof are not realistic because they are never visible. I'm okay. How are you? It's the Vinci Style Games. Let's say Vincent. Okay, let's say Vincent. Okay, Vincent. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty good. I'm really excited to stream today. Really excited to finish this area, honestly. But hey, about that realism, in my opinion, it's fine. I'm not looking for like 100% realistic realism. It's not my point. My point is to make something that looks good and that is somewhat believable realistically. And I think I've achieved that so far. So yeah, don't sweat it, is what I'm saying. Hey K1000, I don't know if I've greeted you so far. I think I've lost you in the sea of messages, but nice to see you. Those would make good nanocoaster boxes. Fun fact, I believe, well, it's not I believe, I know because I've done it, that my gift shop at the exit of Borealis is selling nanocoasters if you look at the item lists. Sorry about the flashbang. Okay. Let's put it to silver. Great work, gonna tune in more often. Thank you so much, 9000. There we go. Absolutely love the Minecraft music in the background. We can really just only do Minecraft if we need. Let's do that. Let's remove the randomness of the tracks, and if you guys like Minecraft, we can keep Minecraft for a little while. Can't say right now, I might come back later. That's fine, K1000, don't worry. We'll be here for a little while, so you're all good. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do is this green book, because I want to do the art of Belleflore, which is totally copied on many things, mostly on what Remnant has done. So, let's do something like, let's copy it right now. Just realized we are now mid-April. Wonder when that Planet Coaster 2 update is coming out. Maybe near the end. We have 2 weeks left now. Yeah, honestly, as I've been saying on Saturday, usually I cannot tell you guys stuff when I know stuff, but I can tell you guys when I don't know about stuff, because that's kind of a loophole in my contract. And yeah, we're not getting it so far. I haven't heard anything. The only thing that I know is that they like to release things on first days, and I believe the last day of April is the first day, so there you go. Maybe it'll be then. Right, so l'art. There we go. Let's use the Roboto Slab 1. L'art. Actually, l'art 2. Let's put it in small fonts. Put it around here. Hey Hendrik, nice to see you. Nice to see you've made it. Oh, I've got to drink a little bit. My throat is getting a bit dry. There we go. If you want a hand, I help quite a few people, including Ben Cog, Alban Duz, and back in the day, Twi'lek, Shifty, PCC. I'm totally fine, honestly. I'm really fine with what I'm doing with the park, and I really don't need any help. I think it's already really good what I do. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but I'm more than satisfied with what I do, and I'm really happy with what I do, and I cannot just hand the park over to anyone just because it's my job and I don't want to pay anyone. So yeah, because I'm barely earning money for myself. So can you imagine if I had to pay someone else that would do the work for me? That would be a bit crazy. Anyway, there should be some thing over there. Something like a bee. Let's say bee. A big bee. Huh, big bee. Big bee was the... Nah, that doesn't work. Was the character of The Wolf Among Us, for if some of you have played that game. We need to have some sort of logo. Are you now a full-time Planet Coaster builder? What do you mean? I've been that for like 2 years now. You know that, Joshua. You were one of the first channel supporters. Of course. I'm not earning full-time money, that's for sure. I'm gonna tell you guys that. But that's why we have the donation goal today. Grimdev, finally getting my first car next week that I'll fully own and not shared with someone. That's great! Ah, I would love to get one as well. It's a bit hard using my mom's car, even though it's a great car. I've got to say, it's kind of an old car. Wait, I swear you had another job? Nah. Not for as long as I've done YouTube, at the very least. I've done only YouTube for like 2 years. Icing. I want to look at icing. Oh, that's a good one. Yes, I like this. And the reason I like this is because it reminds me of the lake and the different lands that we'll have at the end of Belleflore. Let's put it the wider we can. Yeah, something like that. Something like that works. Simplified manner as book logo. I think I would like something a little simpler, just because I just don't want to spend hours on the logo. It's just not that worth it. For something that people will likely not see, it's just not worth it. Let's do a full pile of books. Like so, just so we can copy and paste it all over the place. Ah! That was a flashbang. Am I the only one who hates the heat maps? Well, the placement of the heat maps, I believe. The heat maps, I believe, for management players are really useful. It's just like really oddly placed on top of the screen over there. The cool thing about the circle thing is that where it says Belleflore is the manor location. You can imagine it like that, yeah. That wasn't intentional, but you can imagine that is the case, yeah. Right, so let's copy it over there and down there. There we go. And of course, something that I've done a lot with the diner is to make sure that the space feels lived in. So by doing, you can do that by having books that are not well organized, because some guests have taken them and then put them back on. They look like pizza boxes. There we go. The Minecraft music is godly right now. I know, it's always godly. Glad you guys like it, honestly. And welcome, Banan. I didn't see you there. Nice to see you on the stream. Ah, but the one thing that we're gonna have to do is copy that onto the top ones. So let's do this. Actually, you know what? Let's be smarter about this. There we go. That's what lazy does. That's what laziness does, guys. Laziness is working smart, not hard. Ten pilots, your phone always runs out of battery. It's so funny. I think we've already heard Aria Math, but I love this one. It's probably my favorite of the whole Minecraft soundtrack, so it's totally fine. I love it. There's a really cool drum cover. Drum cover. Oh my goodness. Drum cover. I cannot say it. You get what I mean. By a guy named Drummy Walnut, which is a great name. And I really recommend you guys check this out because it's a really, really great rendition of Aria Math. I know I've shared it a little while on Bro Nation, but yeah, it's really nice. So I think the way I wanted to... yeah, of course. And it's not even... Ah! Okay. Fine. Yeah, something like this would be nice. And then you can have another pile at the bottom of this. Okay. I just think of the Schlatt cover now. No idea who that is. Sorry. Probably uneducated. Probably gonna rotate those just so it doesn't look like the ones underneath, like so, and do something somewhat similar over there. Have it slightly streamer people kept making AI covers of it, and then he started making actual music because of it. I mean, I don't know. You know my stance on AI, so I'm not sure how I feel about that, but hey. That works for them, good for them, I guess. I swear every Minecraft track feels so goddamn nostalgic, it's crazy. Yes! Yes, I mean, this track was added to the game roughly around the release of the game, so in 2013. And yeah, it's one for the ages, I would say. Well, I believe it got added to, I want to say, the Library of Congress, something like that, as one of the only tracks of video game music that's ever been added to it, or something. I don't know. I'm not an American. I couldn't say. I'm sitting in line with my grandfather, waiting to pick up my nephew for school. If you could say, put out the cigarette lat? Is that what? That's so weird. Okay, well, there you go. Hope you're happy. Oshla doesn't make AI music, his fans did. That is so bad. Such a sad thing to do. Why do you hate AI? Like, if you had to have just one reason? Yeah, as Miss is saying, if there was only just the one. It's multiple things, honestly. It's so hard to basically give a single answer. I would say that, to me, I don't hate AI. You know, I hate generative AI. There's a huge difference. If I was so blindingly hating AI, that would be so dumb, because there's, I don't know, AI guests in Planet Coaster, for example. It's a stupid thing to say, but, you know, it's a fact. It's a real fact, and, you know, doing a general thing that you say you hate AI, you have to precise that it's generative AI, you know. Just because, to me, art is something that should be made by humans and enjoyed by humans. You know, it's made by humans for humans. That's it. That's literally it. And that would be the one reason, but just to add more on top of that, as Hendrik says, of course, the ecological footprint of it, like the data center that all of this crap provides, is just completely ridiculous. And just look at how big of an impact those stupid things have on the economy, because of all the processing power those stupid companies need. So yeah, it's all about that, honestly. It's like, why? For what for? Like, I personally do not understand. So is that just images, videos, and music, or text outputs? Anything. Literally anything. Generative AI. As long as it is generative AI, it shouldn't exist, in my opinion. It's a complete, how do I put it? It's a complete betrayal of the art of being able to do those things. If you get what I mean. You know, it's a complete betrayal of the art of writing, the art of making pictures, making paintings, making digital stuff, making videos, making music in general. It's voice acting as well. So yeah, it's a whole thing. All right, now we have the history of the Belleflores, which is too big and doesn't fit. Dang it. And yes, on top of that, Hendrik is going wild with this. He's literally on the rant, and technically I am too. So, but yeah, on top of that, it's also the fact that it encourages human stupidity, which I've always been against. You know, being human is effing around and finding out. To me, at the very least. And yeah, it's learning a skill, screwing up doing it, and yeah, like that's being human. You know, I feel saying that I felt like Superman for a moment. That's being human. Like that scene with Lex Luthor at the end of the movie. Such a great movie. I love it. I cannot wait to watch Supergirl at the end of well, not at the end. At I think it's in June or July. I can't remember. I'm not focused right now. There's only going to be 3 books. I've already got the titles down. I've written them in my notes, so no worries about giving me some inspo for books. I've already got all of those and then some. I've got a good little teaser for you guys at the end of this bookmaking for the 3rd book. So I hope you guys will be enjoying that. One thing that I do need you guys on is what color should be the history of the Belleflore family. Hey John T. Hello you. Welcome to Geekism. Every time you tune in, I have to say it, man. I feel like orange might be a good one. Something like, yeah. It's like proper. And I feel like those should be like golden. Yeah, that looks cool. I like that. Blue will be the next one. Reddish brown. Yeah, that something like that. I think this one is brown but looks red because of the lighting. It gets better and better. I'm basically trying to get a part in the biopic that people are trying to do of you, and I'm gonna play you but younger. So there you go. Hey Phoenix Build, welcome to the stream. Sorry, I've completely missed you by trying to impersonate John T here. What American towns did you look at for inspiration? The main inspiration is Williams, Arizona, which is one that is really near. Well, near. It's about an hour away from Grand Canyon. Can't wait to watch the Michael Jackson biopic. Unfortunately, I will not be watching this one. I wish that I was, honestly. Just because I have to be really mindful of what movies I go see with my money. Nowadays, it's it's one that I'll have to miss. But I would have loved to see it, honestly. I tried to convince my mom, and then I remembered that she didn't really like Michael Jackson for some reason. So yeah, not gonna happen, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Sorry to disrupt. Sorry, disrupt. That might be a word. Honestly, I don't know. That might be a geekism. Who knows? What are those glowing orbs in the window? Those things. Those things are a secrets little thing that is teasing what is going to come in episode 9. So right now we're making finishing episode 8 together. And those orbs are potions. Edit scenery group 11,238. Yep, I know that's a lot. I know it is. To be fair, I've been using a lot of scenery groups with my my fences, especially outside the parks. So you know. Yeah, they have a neat glow, and on top of that, the cool thing is that they will glow despite the fact that they're on the deactivated position right now. But I don't know. Actually, thinking about talking about those, the little, let's call it the artifact for now. I know what it is, obviously, but what do you guys think it is? What do you guys think it is? I want to see you guys speculate about this little item that is being sold in Souvenirs of the West. Can we expect the Arthurian area next then? No, definitely not. Definitely not. The order of everything is going to be... So, episode 8 is the first part of this area, as you can expect. Then after that, we're going quickly back to Vapeur-sur-Rail, the French area. We'll see why. It's definitely related to as you guys have guessed, an hourglass. So it's definitely linked to the new addition that I want to do to that old area. It's linked to the fact that I haven't kept the what's it called, the Zemperle Nebulas, and replaced it by a stage. It basically triggered an idea that I had very early on for the park when I was on console, and that I didn't end up doing, but I will do it now that I'm on PC, essentially. Then after that, episode 9, we're going back to Wildwater to finish the American area. After the American area, we're going to the Mexican area, and finally, to end the series with a bang, we are going to the Arthurian area, which, fun fact, it's called Carmarthen. It is a city or a town in Scotland, and I didn't know that. I only knew it from the legend of Merlin and all that stuff. And yeah, it's so cool. It's really cool to know that. So technically, it won't be an English village. It will be a Scottish village. But since it is inspired by the Arthurian mythos, I will make it in English, obviously. But yeah, really exciting stuff left to do in Belleflore. We still have the rest of the American area to do, which is like a massive project. Honestly, I'm kind of scared. What else is there? Obviously, there's that new addition to the French area, which is going to be really exciting. with that little hourglass. Which is definitely gonna be a new ride. Yeah, the canyon can't wait, yeah. Carmarthen is in Wales. Oh, my bad. Is it really in Wales? Hold on. Did I read that wrong? Carmarthen. Oh yeah, it is. Pfft, I'm so dumb. You're right. It is in Wales. Well, I'm not speaking Welsh. Sorry. It's way harder. Isn't that like weird city name in that has gone viral a few years ago from Wales, actually? You've been a few times. Wow, you've walked on along the steps of Merlin, then. To be completely honest with you all, the reason why I chose this is because it's in a game called Sworn, and I played a lot of Sworn this December. It's a Hades-like roguelike. It's really good, actually. I really liked it. Really went far and almost completed it at 100%. I think I only have one thing left to do that, and then Belleflore came back into my life, essentially. Point is, I really like this game and the art style and the fact that it's making me learn more about that mythos. And yeah, it's what inspired me for that area, and so that's why it's called Carmarthen. Also, if it's Merlin and the Sword in the Stone, that's all Welsh. Yeah. Doing my best as a Frenchman. Honestly, I'm just looking forward to being able to make the Black Knight coaster. Black Knight, by the way, is why my name is YanBK1608. My old gamer tag used to be Black Knight 1608, just because I loved the Black Knight costume in Little Big Planet, and yeah, so that's the story behind that. And I cannot wait to do the Black Knight coaster, which is probably going to be the best coaster in the park. Oh yeah. Will it be massive or just tall? Do I tease you all? Yeah, it's time for the teasers a little bit. It's going to be the tallest coaster in France. And the fastest. So there you go. Make with that what you will. Is there anything in French folklore similar to Arthurian legend? I see Camelot and Al mentioned all over the world, and I always assumed other countries would have their own similar tales. Well, fun fact, actually, French people would say that those legends come from France instead of them coming from England or Wales or wherever. So there you go. I guess I don't need to make a Belleflore hyper then, LMAO. No, that's for sure. That's for sure. We already have a mega, but I really want to... At first it was going to be a launched RMC, but then my sanity went outside the window when I did the custom supports for the Woody. So I changed the plans, and it's definitely going to be something that can rival Tutatis, but it's not going to be an Intamin. It's going to be a Vekoma, because I love Vekoma, and Vekoma, as you will see in the future of the series, has had a lot of a great working relationship with Belleflore over the years. So much so that for their 2027 expansion, they're trusting them with their big project, essentially. All right, and since we are talking about some little teasers, boom. And the music stopped. That's so awkward. The only thing I don't know is what to let's say making of. Come on. There we go. Yeah, that's a good, maybe a little lighter, like powder blue. Yeah, that's good. Was the music stopped? Oh, that's because it's the end. Okay. Okay, let's go back to... say this. Water park? In the same park? What, you think? You think so? Now let me make sure you have the right expectations. This is not going to be something like really huge. If you know the park Belleward, it's basically going to be along the lines of their aquatic park. I have no idea why I'm using that piece, but I am using that piece. And it looks ugly as all hell. I'm trying to find something that can fit in this on this damn book. Yeah, and your mic drop was so dramatic, the music didn't dare play. For sure. Water park, yay! Oh, by the way, hey Marilyn, I think I saw you earlier, but I totally forgot to greet you. Welcome to the stream. Okay, does this mean Belleflore is becoming a whole resort with a hotel as well? You'll see. You'll see. It's still gonna be a small thing, but there might be a hotel in the Mexican area. What did I want to do? Why do I Ah, why is it there? Mm-hmm. Oh, I know what I can do. Hold on, let's get rid of that. Thanks, it's okay, I know you're busy. Yeah, I know, but I've seen you before, and so I felt bad. Something along the lines of Alton Towers Water Park was smaller. I've no idea. Again, I know I want to do something like that, but I'm barely I've barely planned the thing, and it's just something that I want to try before I finish this park, which is probably extending the life of the series, which is in turn really bad for the channel, I guess. But it's fine. It's fine. How many times in my life am I going to be able to make a project like Belleflore? Probably never again, honestly. Because the parks that I'll be doing after that will be much more along the lines of really big resort style parks. And so yeah, I really want to essentially make an homage to all the parks that are around me and that I somewhat grew up in. That's the whole idea behind Belleflore. Contessa Park got nothing on Belleflore. That's really funny you'd say that, because we had that conversation with Broccoli a few days ago, and I totally agree. I feel like Contessa Park is so bad. And granted, it was done on Belleflore on console, right? So it's definitely a reason why that is. But yeah, it's got nothing on Belleflore. But that's also why I'm the park after Belleflore, well, quote unquote after Belleflore. There's going to be a bit of a gap between those two series, but it's going to be Contessa World, and Contessa World is going to be a sort of reimagined version of Contessa Park. So, yeah, the only reason why I'm doing that is because I'm just not satisfied with, well, let's say like that. I'm satisfied with Contessa Park and what I was able to do on PS5. I'm just not satisfied. Well, it doesn't satisfy my ambitions with that park. Like I cut a ton of stuff, like a ton of stuff, just so it could fit on a PS5. So yeah. Anyone mentioned Broccoli? Yeah, I did. Welcome to the stream, man. Nice to see you. Contessa Park barely has any attractions when I play it. I really struggle to get any guests in. Yeah, me too. Contessa World, Contessa, but good compared to what Yen can do. Exactly. I think when you take Contessa Park within the context of it being done on a PS5, I think it's pretty amazing, honestly. Oh. Like, I'm really, really proud of what I've achieved with Camtasso Park, don't get me wrong. And I will always be. Hell, even the official Planet Coaster account acknowledged it. So, you know, I must have done something right then. But yeah, I want to take that concept further, essentially. Is Camtasso Park located in California and Camtasso World in Florida by any chance? Not exactly. In my headcanon, it's kind of in the equivalent. Well, Camtasso Park exists in one universe. Camtasso World will exist in another universe, but in both universes, they're in whatever the country Planco peeps are from. The Planco Nation. You know, much like how, for some of you, you might remember Serene Gardens a few years ago. 3 or 2 years ago? I don't know. But yeah, that was located near, not Camtasso City, Camtasso, no, Planco City? I think, something like that. And so yeah, I really like setting my parks. Planet City, I think it was. I think I called it Planet City. Can you imagine if one day we get a game that's called Planet City? It would be the funniest thing ever. And it was because of me! Definitely not. Mexican area in Camtasso is one of my favorites, period. So more of that is music to my ears, for sure. But that's gonna be a bit of a different take on the Mexican theme. You know, that was more the deserts and mines of Mexico, whereas this will be more along the lines of something probably on the east coast of Mexico, but like far east coast, where you can still see Mayan ruins and that sort of stuff. Like I want to have lush Mexico now, essentially. Planet Museum would be a fun game. Booyah! Member for 14 months. Thank you so much, Broccoli. By the way, guys, good time as any to remind you all that if you want to see the POV for the wooden coaster, you can either donate towards the donation goal that we have today. Once we reach that, we will see the POV of the wooden coaster when it's met, essentially. And if you don't want to wait for that, you can become a VIP supporter and watch the POV right away. It's really good, so I really recommend it. And I'm sure that all of my VIP supporters will agree about this. Yeah, there we go. That's our little book space done. I would like to see Planet Movie Studio. That would be great, for sure. Alright, so we've done this part. We have our mugs. We have those. Now it's time for the home stuff. And hopefully I'm able to do what I want to do. Can't wait to see Station Reef with your current skills. Current, I see what you did there. I think it's a little bit early to tease Camtasso World, but Station Reef, which is not going to be called Station Reef, I believe, is not going to be an area where you can see the sky, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave you guys to draw your own conclusions about this. Hey Alex, welcome to the stream. Why is Broccoli blue with a shield? Because he's a moderator, like Miss Balba or Birdie or Shane. They're my moderators, so that's why. He's a actually we don't call them moderators. We call them brofficers. I think that's the first time I've said brofficers in my life. Sounds like something out of Brew Nation, honestly. So funny. Actually, I don't know if you're still there, John T, but why aren't the people in Brew Nation, well, the moderators in Brew Nation, called brofficers? Because, yeah, that's a cool name. Not entirely sure what I'm doing here. I am. He is still here. Didn't realize the brofficers translated into YouTube. Well, I do need my chat to be moderated with you all crazy folks out there. Especially with you in the chat, Alex. Like, ooh. It's a tough place to be, the Yan PK chat with Alex in the place. Like, honestly. No idea, I'm not really involved with Bro Nation other than being a member. Aren't you a mod? I would have sworn you were a mod. You're probably not, though. I probably imagined that. I know Mineral's a mod, though. Right? No, he's a bro. So what's the difference between a bro and a mod? Or is it a mod? No, it is a mod. Okay. So if I search for you, for example, like John T. Oh yeah, you're not a mod. You're not even part of Moin Mafia. What are you doing with your life? Shame on you. Oh, and you've got a new Meanderfile episode? Meanderfiles episode. Cannot wait to watch that tomorrow. By the way, I'd assume that all of you is subscribed to John T, but I really recommend, if you are not, to go subscribe and support John T. Or, as you would know him on YouTube, Geekism. Quote from the latest Planko tweet: "The month is full. The month of full, sorry, needs some foolish fun." For sure. I like to pronounce brofficers the French way, like professeur. Oh, professeur! Yeah, that works. Yeah, just going over all the recent Main Street changes. I haven't caught a lot of your streams lately because you've had a lot of connection issues, unfortunately. But yeah, definitely looking forward to see what you have made with the. I believe it's some sort of Main Street. Well, yeah, you've just said it. What? I'm stupid. I'm stupid. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what you've done. I want to do some coasters, but not the the ones on rails. Like drinks for drinks ones. Like this. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, streams on the back burner until I can get a hold of my ISP. What's an ISP? But I suppose it's something, internet service provider. Yeah, something like that. What even is Bro Nation? Oh, dude. If someone of in the mod, I believe Miss, because Miss, you're part of Bro Nation. If you can share the Discord link to Bro Nation, because it's a really nice place to be for everyone who loves doing Planet Coaster things in general. It's a really nice place to share your builds, to see builds that are shared. It's honestly, if you know, if I wasn't doing my own Discord, it would be my favorite Discord. But I have to say my own is my favorite. Like, it's a close second. Let's say that. If I wasn't doing my own Discord, this one would be my definite favorite. This is gonna be like so piece heavy, I feel like. And I want to be on that. There you go, thank you, miss. Like, who made it? I have no idea. It's like, it's been created like way before my time. Like, I started in 2022, I believe. And yeah, I've no idea who created it, but I just know it's awesome, and it's like probably the best place to be as a Planet Coaster player in general. Like, you'll especially in a time when everyone feels really alone playing Planet Coaster, go there. You'll definitely feel less alone, and it's honestly a great place to hang out with other like-minded Planet Coaster players who are really excited about, you know, just playing the game and sharing creations. It's really chill in general. Who made Bro Nation? Mike and John. So Mass Bandit, okay, and Seven. Yeah, I don't know who Mike is, but I definitely know John. We need the POV. Thank you so much, Broccoli. Especially since you've already seen it as a VIP, but still, thank you so much for giving the €6. Hey, Broccoli. Wonky has not realized that Broccoli has been there for like the past like 25 minutes or something. It's so funny. Let's do it like we did the books. Are those Bitcoins? That's a good point. No, those are Belleflore coasters. I've been gone for 25 minutes. All right. Yeah, have you watched Bro Coaster? YouTube series from Mike and John from Planet Coaster 1? It's great. No, I haven't, actually. Perhaps I should. Perhaps I should. Definitely be here for the vibes, Alex. Really nice that you joined. Feels like a massive pancake pal. I'm gonna leave y'all there, though. YouTube keeps lagging for me, lagging me behind 2 minutes. Also, time for bed. Have a good one. Never seen Yan this productive. Hey, screw you, man. Screw you. I'm more productive when I'm off stream. Honestly, though, I feel like the recent streams have been pretty productive. So, yeah, I'm proud of myself. All right. So let's get rid of that, and that. But yeah, sleep well, broccoli. I've just insulted him, and then you know, I'm not so friendly, even though I'm branding myself to be the friendly Frenchman. Nah, it's fine. It's broccoli. It's gonna be so funny when we go on the trip in May. Even the stream with the Queendom visit was productive. Hey, yes, it was, because it made me realize I had to redo those tiny yens. So yes, it technically was. And it was extremely productive for you. I'm really glad that doing the tour with you and promoting it on my channel really got you a ton of attention, miss, and attention that you deserve, because you do some really great stuff. What does it look like? You're stuck in Bitcoin? Maybe I am. I'm a crypto bro now. OMG Yan plushies too. Yeah, technically it's the third attempt. The first attempt was by Paul Demew, so that was the original, with the text pieces, and the text pieces were really off. So I ended up I ended up redoing the text pieces at the time for Kimtasso Park, and so that's the second version that's on my workshop page. But then I realized that my LOD just didn't work really well when we were on stream with Mists last Wednesday, and that is why I've decided to redo them. There you go. Yanelza was a spin-off show. There are so many alternative Yans, tiny Yans. There's like Tiny Yan as Mario, Tiny Yan as Elsa, and I believe Aerotech last week, or this weekend I believe, he did me as Kratos from God of War. So that's really funny. It's the best stream of my channel, and it even managed to get more views and watch time the Friday after. That's cool. Really glad. Really glad to have done that with you, honestly. What else can we have? We can have bowls. Not. I'm a child. Not that kind of balls. You've all fought it. I've heard you through the screen. There was a massive sigh. I know. I know. I really need to get around to playing Outer Wilds soon. It's just sitting there purchased in my Steam library. Yeah, it's really something where you have to tell yourself, let's just do it. Let's just take a few hours, like say, I don't know, 2 to 3 hours, and start playing. Have you got models in the gift shop? That could be cool. I have a model from the train diorama model that I've ported over, which is kind of our premium item for... Oops, sorry. Almost burped. There we go. So yeah, you can buy that as a premium item. But yeah, the premium items kind of vary according to the area. For example, the one for Fiskekisten is the Captain Forson bust that you can get. Here it's an actual wooden sled from Opa's Rodelbahn, and for Wild Water it's the front of the bucking bronco. A model of the Borealis drop would be amazing. It would be, and technically you can buy nano coasters, well, in the lore of the park at the very least. You can buy nano coasters at the gift shop at the exit. The reason why I didn't do it, even though I really wanted to, is because it's just too impossible to do in this game. Like, there's no piece that could be small enough to do such a thing. So yeah, that's the whole story behind the nano coaster thing. All right, let's add this shape here. There we go. Oh, by the way, hello Tog, welcome to the stream. I've totally forgotten to greet you. You love the tiny ants. I love them too. They're great. Yeah, I'll play eventually. I just keep opening Steam and pressing either Plank or Stardew Valley. I can't resist myself, yeah. Honestly, it's really hard not to play something that you're used to playing. Like yesterday, not Planet Coaster, Hades 2 has come out on console, and I've been waiting for it to come out on console because I really like to play it on my big screen. For some reason, I don't know why. I'm still not a PC gamer, honestly. Like I'm only mainly playing Planet Coaster, and that's honestly about it. But yeah, I've downloaded it yesterday, and it took me a while before I booted it up, and I've started playing it, and honestly, playing other games is so refreshing when you only do Planko. Like it's so nice. It's genuinely so nice. Need to delve back into the wilds at some point, for sure. Yeah, especially because you were far, if I remember correctly, Miss. And I would say it was almost a year ago that you started playing. So yeah, definitely. I think I have a pile of plates in one of the restaurants. Yes, I do. I have several, actually. There you go. Work smart, not hard. Let's make them ever so slightly bigger. There we go. Was between halfway and a good third. Well, that's the great thing about Outer Wilds is that you can tell. You just cannot tell. It's great. It's really great because it keeps you going, and you really want to know what's next. And that's the beauty of Outer Wilds in general. I feel like those should be green. Let's make them green. Oh, that's great! Oh, I love that. Yeah, by the way, those are the no entry signs. Little fun fact for you guys. The park is coming on, sorry, incredibly. Yeah, thank you. It's taking a long time, honestly. It's taking longer than I originally anticipated, but I'm loving it. I'm loving it so much. Look at that! So that's done. Now let's work on the counter and the keychain thing, but mostly the counter. This new horror game which recently came out called Subliminal, which is absolutely crazy, gets a lot of hate though, which I don't think is deserved. I've no idea what that is, I'm sorry. Wish I had an opinion, but I just do not. I don't even know what it is, honestly. Right, so let's just reuse some of the assets we already have here. Should I play on my lunch break so my brother isn't home to come into my room and show me really random TikToks he watches? None are funny. I don't think so, because your lunch break is pretty short, right? So I especially for the first few hours, definitely take a good amount of time to like 2 to 3 hours, I would say, to do your first couple of hours in the game, and then you will definitely be able to play a little bit on your lunch breaks. But for the first one, make it special. Yeah, I think it's just not a good idea for you to play it while on your break, just because you will have to rush, and it's just not the mind state you need to be in to enjoy Outer Wilds. You need to be in a chill moment of calm, essentially, to enjoy it the right way, I feel like. How are you going to create the keychains? I'm just gonna do use the boxed ones from the gift shop sets, essentially. Just to make my life a little bit easier. Should we use this? I think we could. Let's do it. I don't have the right color in my little palette. There we go. So yeah, not gonna do anything crazy with the keychains. Brown. There we go. So Park update this weekend, the next weekend actually. I won't have time to make the video, release it for the members, and then release the video for this weekend. So no, next weekend, for sure. I'm still human, I'm not a machine, so you know. Tomorrow I'll be writing the script. The day after that, on Friday, I'll be recording that. And most of this weekend, I'll be likely editing the video. Not sure if there's gonna be a stream because of that, actually. Just a heads up. Just in case you guys don't see a stream for Saturday. There might be, but there also might not be. So yeah. Just a little heads up. I'm honestly, right now, I'm more inclined to actually do a stream, just because I'm really excited about the next edition. But no promises, honestly. I might be really tired because of the editing. See you, Hendrik. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope I made your day a little bit better. Yen, do you use too much scaling mod? I don't use any mods, no. I'm a purely vanilla player. I don't use... I don't even use custom media. That's how much of a vanilla player I am, and I'm really proud to be, even. I really like for you guys to come visit the parks and realize that everything that I've done is something that you can also do. Which is why I'm playing that way. I know it's not the common way to play, and I know there are a lot of things that could help me with quality of life stuff. Let's say, for example, what Distance is doing with his mods. Their mods. I don't know if they're a male or female, but yeah, I don't really want to use that, honestly. I'm really happy with what I do. Have you revealed what it is yet, and if not, will you? I will. It'll come to that for sure. I've technically revealed that it has something to do with that hourglass here, and also with the French area. So there we go. I definitely remember you getting excited about the use of custom media when you did a Contessa stream. That's true. That is very true. And I did think at the time that using custom media would be a great idea. And that was until I thought about the logistics of enjoying sorry. No, I was looking at something at my phone. Of the logistics of sharing custom media. And the copyright issues that come with that. So I will likely not be using custom media for the foreseeable future. Turn it up, please, Yan. Okay, if you want. It's already almost over. Will you still be showing off in VIP? I'm always showing off in VIP, of course. That's what a VIP chat is for. That's why I respect your playstyle. I like the modded game and all the quality of life changes, but I appreciate your equal for everybody approach, though I will still mod the hell out of my parks. I think the beauty of having such projects be completely vanilla is that I'm gonna turn it up because of Mook City 2. There we go. The beauty of having a vanilla park is that you can just go to the workshop and download it right now and just play it. Like, literally. Granted, we have discovered, I can't remember who discovered that, but we have discovered that the scaling mod messes up with some of the scaling because um, it was made prior to the update that gave us the 5% basic shapes, and so they can only be scaled down to 10, and so some of the work that I've done are basically messed up because of that. So, for example, the seagulls in Fiske Houston. This game has become such a community. I feel every playstyle is accounted for in some ways, and on top of that, like that is very true. But on top of that, I think it's very nice to see so many people with so many different play styles. Like it's just nice to see how people play in general. I think Coppertine said they will fix it in the next release. Sure, but for now I'd rather get the info out there instead of people thinking that I've done some bad job, even though I literally planned the heck out of my parks. So yeah, these were what I was on about, the keychains. There we go. I know it's a little bit underwhelming, but that's fine. You probably plan the most of your park compared to most of the players I know. Yeah. Probably. I know a lot of people don't necessarily enjoy planning parks, and that's because, you know, it's much more fun to be in that trying to be in that flow state of trying to come up with something. And let's remove a few just to make it a little more lively. Yeah, that's nice. And yeah, planning is definitely taking away some of that natural, pure figuring it out on the spot and just winging it part of it all. But you know, that's also where my planning kind of ends. I really like to just plan the broad ideas and then figure it out on the day. For example, with this area, I had the broad idea and I had the inspiration for what I wanted to do. You know, I saved either screenshots from other creations or photos from real life that I took from places that I'd been, or, you know, from Google in general, or anywhere, really. Anywhere is fair game. So, yeah, it's mostly... process doesn't matter as long as you have fun, is the main takeaway of what I'm saying, I would say. Hey Joran, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. I plan a lot because I love to solve creative problems I have created. For sure, for sure. I really want to share my parks, but I'm an avid mod user, plus there are too many thieves on the workshop that just take your stuff and claim as their own. Well, that's a comfort that I have as a content creator. If someone steals what I do, the people who matter will know that it's not from me, you know. So that's a comfort that I definitely have. Doing gift shop interiors tonight. Yes, we are. We are indeed. Well, finishing it, to be fair. I've been doing that most of today, and oh, this is a bit too loud. I love you, my Minecraft soundtrack, but this is where we started actually. Let's put it back to random. And yeah, I've been doing that this literal whole day, and about this is the only thing that I need to do for this this area to be finished, essentially. Actually, let me move those guys over there. There we go. Phoenix is a content creator? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with you. I'm so sorry if that sounded like how can I say that? Pedantic? You know what I mean? But yeah, I get the frustration still. But being a content creator, I feel like helps, because people will defend you and people will know what is from you and not from you. What I do, actually, nice little tip for everyone that's posting something on the workshop, I do those with my sort of watermark at the bottom here. Also for this park, I started adding the what's it called? I was about to say date of birth, but that's the coaster isn't born. Date of opening. There we go. Opening date. That's what I was looking for. And yeah, that really helps with people using your stuff in general. Of course, when they're stealing parks, it's a little bit harder. I mean, technically, it's still there, so you can still do it. But yeah, in general, just put watermarks in your parks, and it will be a nice idea to basically protect your creations. Have you seen any Lucius work on Blanco? It's breathtaking. Decently deserves more love in the scene. This is something I was reflecting on a couple days ago, actually. I'm not that much. I think I was having that conversation in Mrs. DM, actually. I'm not much of a content watcher. Like I'm not a good viewer of Planet Coaster content, I feel like. Which is a shame, because there are a lot of really cool stuff out there to see. I think I can place one more item here, so that they will look at this this thing here. Let us see. Something like that? Yeah, I think that would work. Hypocrite? No, not really. I don't think so. I really enjoy the builds. I don't know. I feel it. I feel like it's because it's my job, right? Because it's my job, I kind of am reminded of the job if I watch some Blanco. And that might be why my brain just doesn't want to watch a lot of Blanco, outside of, you know, supporting my friends, obviously. Yeah, that's not great either. We need something that goes inside of there. And of course there are exceptions to this rule. That is way too big. This, perhaps? For example, I will always be really excited to watch a video by Mineral. Always. Yeah, that'll work if I move this ever so slightly. There we go. And that is the final one we needed to have 40 shelves. Can you believe that we have 40 shelves, not shells, in this gift shop already? Like, this is what the game considers a full gift shop, which is crazy to me. Yeah. I was wondering why those look like this. There we go. Much better. Do you still use the controller? I do at times, yeah, actually. Yeah, the thing that I like to do with the controller is a technique that you can only do with the controller, and it's to get to the dead center of an object. So say that I put this thing here, you know, and I was like hovering around it. Well, not hovering around it, but like I need to have it like dead center, and it doesn't have I don't know if it has a snap to position, this piece. No, like for example, this piece doesn't have a snap to position thing. So the thing that you would do is use the controller, select that piece, advance move, and with the camera you can get dead center on top of that piece, and then you can align the next piece exactly where you need it to be. You know what I mean? So that's why I use the controller. And on top of that, I of course use it to do my my cinematics for the videos. I know of you mostly through SDen. Yeah, that's the fact that SDen has used Barnstormer really helped the channel last year, honestly. Not these days. I feel like people have forgotten that I did Barnstormer, but hey, it's still me. Yeah, Barnstormer has had a rough history. Let's put it that way. Now that's a goal to set as a creator, get Yen to get excited for your uploads. It's really hard for me to get invested into something. I think Mineral has had a cheat code by doing a French park, honestly. Like, doing Jardin Magique is just like the bait to fish me out of the water. I'd love to find out the oh my goodness, a full piece count of the gift shop. Oh my goodness. Bear in mind we haven't done the decorations on the higher shelves yet. Just because I don't want to get any surprises, let's make sure everything is saved. There we go. Alright, moment of truth. Approximately. There you go. 7,814 pieces. Which is a huge amount. I think this is mostly due. The tiny ends are like pumping out those numbers. And this is why those aren't rookie numbers. But yeah, this is a very piece-heavy area. Like if you look at all of this area, it's 27,000 pieces, which is a lot compared to all of the other areas in the park. And most of that is mostly due because of the Woody. The Woody is about 8,000 pieces alone with the custom supports. And obviously those have a lot of custom assets, like the tiny yans, the hourglass as well, the busts, the spyglass, all of that. So yeah. It actually doesn't seem as bad as I thought. I expected like 15k or something wild. Do you ever get the notification that guests can't reach a shelf on your gift shop? I get that every time I load myself. Basically, I've turned off notifications, so I don't get any notifications anymore. So no, I do not. But I think I've never had that problem. I think if I look at the tiny gift shop that I have over there, everyone is yeah, and earlier today they were looking at these two, so yeah, everything works. So I don't think I've ever had that problem. Oh no. It's going in the wall. There we go. Oh, and by the way, this thing at the back, so first of all, we have the Belleflore logo, obviously. But this is basically the timeline of the park being represented. So you have the Tiny Yan, because obviously the project started with me. Then you have Choo Choo, you have the paraglider, Fiscus Houston, Bucking Bronco. There is going to be the ride from the canyon area. Then you're gonna have the items from the Mexican area, and then you're gonna have the items from the Arthurian area, which is why those two shells are empty as of now. But I need them on for my franchise park. Yeah, I'm sorry. I've never played franchise, so I cannot help. Had a lot of problems with crashing recently. You experienced the same thing? No. I think I've only ever had one crash on PC, and I cannot tell you what happened. I think it was a random crash. Just got back into the game last week after a year off. It feels new again. Yeah, the game has gone a long way since release. So yeah, we only have to do those shells. Center pieces with a mouse. I usually get the piece I'm centering with duplicated and then go into the piece menu and swap it to the one. Yeah, I know. I know that technique, but the reason why I'm using that controller technique, so you know, this is what you do basically. So I get what you mean. The problem is, you just cannot do that with a rotating platform. And so that is why. So for example, you know, you have to do that, but then you can not have it center once you're in place scenery mode. So what you do is take your controller. It doesn't want to press X, that's fine. Do that, place it, attach scenery, and there we go. Now it's centered. So that's why I'm using the controller at times when I'm building. But otherwise, I'd be using the thing that you said, wonky, for sure. What graphics settings do you use? My game looks very grainy from afar. I think I've got everything on max. Right, so one last thing to do to finish the gift shop. Jano on the screamer for sure. Can you not press F to find the central point? I don't know. You can use snap to position for most pieces, but if you don't have snap to position, for example, this piece, for example, I don't know why you would do that with an aloe vera plant, but still, you can do that with the controller. Also, what is F? So is it like F? Yeah, it's snap. Okay, no. No, it's not that easy with every item. Anyway, so as I was saying, we only need to do those high shelves now. I think the rest is pretty much done. No, on the rotational. Listen, guys, we have to build. This is a building stream. This is throwing me off. What do I want to put on those high shelves? I think it's a bit weird to have a... Grim Dev is like, let him build. Yeah, for sure. I'm supposed to finish this area today. So y'all behave. Instead of distracting me. Did you ever stream directly off the PS5? Was it crispy footage? Every stream that I did last year were, so I'll let you judge. What the? Oh, I get it. I think they were alright. They definitely were not 1440p. But I think they were nice. Hush now, children, it's build time and watch. I think that works. Some random clutter, essentially. Can I reuse some of those, like this, for example? Yeah. Makes the whole shop look fuller, so I like that. Let's use some boxes as well. I feel like we need some boxes like right here. Anchor plate. Ooh, that was a weird save auto save lag. It's fine. Let's remember not to discuss age too much in chats. Always stay safe. It's technically not a rule in my community, but it's highly encouraged not to do that. Just for your own safety, guys. Works. I would like a wheel as well. Let's use this to go on. That's here. Hey JP, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. As for me, I was born in 2000, so my birthday is what's in my name, 1608, and 2000. So that's the 16th of August. So that's not the one I wanted. E. There we go. Good crowd. Wish I saw this sooner. Don't worry, we still have a little while to go. I think before going and stopping the stream, I'll do an audio pass, which is something that you guys never see me do, but I think it's really important to do, since music and ambience really have a huge part in my parks. It's really important to make sure they're working properly. And essentially right now the only speaker that I've placed is the one in the diner next to the jukebox, because obviously the music has to come out from the jukebox, right? How does the donation system work? If I donate 500 yen, does that yen, sorry, does that make me number one big number, even though it's only +2? I don't know. I have no idea. Donating 100 quadrillion Zimbabwe dollars and crushing the yen economy. I don't even know what that would equal to, but I don't know. I say let's try it. bonsoir, K1000. Welcome back. How's it going? We're almost done, honestly, with that gift shop. And after that, we're gonna do a quick audio pass, and then we're gonna be done with this area. Hell yeah, let's crash this economy. Thank you so much. I believe this is Fahrenheit. It's not showing fully on my can I extend it a little bit? Yeah, I can. Yeah, that is Fahrenheit. Thank you so much, Fahrenheit, for the sus, the $4.99 US. It's so funny how it looks like sus here. But thank you so much. Really warms my heart. And remember, guys, at once we reach the donation goal, we'll be able to have a ride on the wooden coaster. So yeah, keep that in mind. Even at its highest point, it would be 230 million Great British pounds from 100 quadrillion Zimbabwe dollars. Honestly, I think I'd be down to have 230 million Great British pounds. And thank you again, Frederick. This time I'm pretty sure I'll be able to afford that ice cream. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. One last donation over €5 and we'll be able to have a POV on Bucking Bronco. So remember that, guys. And thank you so much for being so generous tonight. It's very, very, very much appreciated. Honestly, it's always really awkward because like I kind of get emotional when that happens. But I really appreciate it, like much more than you can imagine. £2.4 trillion. Gee. Hey! And Jonty closes the donation goal along with Grim Dev. Thank you so much, Jonty, for the 10 Canadian dollars, and also Grim Dev with 5 Canadian dollars. The Canadians are saving the day here. Let's finish this top shelf here, and I effed up. I effed up. That's fine. It's quick work. Right. So once we're done with this, we're going to have a little POV. In fact, let's, because you guys have been so generous tonight, let's do even more than a POV. Let's do the POV of the queue alongside this POV of Bucking Bronco. We sent that at the same time. Yeah, that's crazy. I left for a minute and Yan is making bank. It seems that donation goals really help. Unfortunately, I won't have a POV to give everyone at every stream, but yeah, I'm glad that you guys were receptive to that, honestly. It's really nice. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's making a big difference here. Streaming twice a week is amazing for us as well. I'm really glad that you guys like the weekly streams, bi-weekly streams even now. It's something that I really enjoy, especially because now I can only focus on Belleflore. So yeah, it's honestly amazing to be able to stream. Let's Oh, I know what I can place here. I have the perfect thing for that. Where is it? It's not here. Right there. There we go. That'd be perfect. Yeah, look at this. It fits so well. Let's angle it ever so slightly. Canadians bringing it home, for sure. To be fair, you deserve it. Thank you, Frederick. Thank you so much. Again, I'm just I always say that, but I'm just trying to do my best and be proud of what I do, and that's about it. Honestly, that's the whole thing. Then found someone stole my signs. Oh no! It happens though. It happens. I'm glad that these streams aren't too taxing like the mini projects, because streams are always a fun way to chat. Exactly. And it wasn't really that those were too taxing. It's just that when you're in a flow state working on a single project, it's much different than having to switch from one project that you're keeping secret, especially because at the time VIP supporters weren't really a thing. So it was it was taxing in the sense that you had to basically switch your mindset to work on another project. That was a big issue with Steamtown Water Park, Aqua Park, I think I called it. Steamtown was a great project, and I really loved the theme of it and where I was taking things. But ultimately, it was distracting me from Belleflore. So, yeah, hyperfixated on Belleflore, but you're forced to do another thing painful. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, hyperfixation is a great way to put it, I believe. I want to put something else there. Like something new. A cone? Maybe? That would work? Might be a bit too big. That's definitely too big. Love the Wednesday streams. I'm always off for these ones. Wednesday is like one of my weekend days. Yeah, they've definitely been one of my weekend days as well for the past, and that's why Wednesdays are so special to me. Let's put one of those. I feel like that's a good thing. I don't have a wrench, and I don't feel like making a wrench, even though this area is pretty much done. There you go. Let's have one of those headlight thingies. That works. And there you go! Look at that. That's our gift shop, guys. Well, so far, obviously, we're going to work on that as the series goes. But yeah, I'm really happy with everything that's happening here. Will you be putting a Route 66 sign? I have Route 66 markings on the road and at the back of the station as well, and I think in the queue line we'll see that in a second when we tour it. I just want to make a quick save right here. But yeah, the reason why I didn't do a Route 66 sign is because it was really a small thing, right? And I doubt that if I made it a small item, it would have looked as good as this. So essentially, you're being told right away when you enter both sides of the town that you're on Route 66. That's That's the idea. Anyway, shall we get down on the ground? Whoop, not get down like that. Look at that, I'm twerking. What am I saying? Pause the music for a little bit. And whoa! And the font that fills that souvenirs sign nicely. Some of the in-game signs have such small text box. I feel like that's the only in-game sign that I actually use as a sign. Otherwise, most of the time I'll be using individual text pieces, as you can see, like pretty much anywhere else, like this or anywhere. But yeah, just because it's slightly curved and saves me the hassle of making it curved, it's pretty good. Anyway, let's put on the music, the nice little ambience. Hey K-Freels, well, you're joining at the perfect time because we're about to do a little tour of the queue line. It might be a little too loud. Let's see. Let's put it at 15. It's pretty nice. So yeah, welcome to Wild Water Town. And I was saying, as I was saying, EK Frills, because we've reached the donation goal earlier, we're going to do a tour of Bucking Bronco, essentially. So, welcome to Fix-It Tony's garage. Fix-It Tony is a very, very good mechanic from Wild Water Town, and everyone is going to his gas station to fill up and stay a while to the nearby hotel. And if they have something wrong with their car, Fix-It Tony will fix it and won't quit. That's his motto. So there you go. Let's go inside. Here you have the little van. And here you have the ideas that is thrown on the board for his muscle car project. And so you can see a few things of car lingo, really. The V8 engine, the 4 headlights, wind cooling, spoiler, 2 exhausts, color inspired by the surfboard's color, remember that. Then you have some logo ideas for Bronco and the Bucking Bronco, the double B, the name here. Fun fact, this coaster in my notes for the longest time was called Lowrider, and then I decided to change it because it wasn't the right type of car. From this period of time, we're in the 60s, right? And lowriders weren't exactly something back then. So that's why I changed it. And then I thought about the name Coaster, but that would be just stupid. It would be like calling your dog Dog. So that's why I didn't call it Dog. And I settled on Bucking Bronco for the double B, and Bucking to me is the brand of the car, and Bronco is the type of car, if that makes any sense. And so Bucking Bronco is invented by Tony Scott's Fix-It Tony. Then we go in the... Yes, of course, Jan was here. This is something I put in German, in the German area for the car ride, and I wanted to put it here as well. Then we go to the garage section with those things. I don't even know what to call them, but you know, it's basically places where you can go under the car to basically fix it. Fix it Tony, after all. Then you go here in a small cattle pen. You have a small emergency exit here, so that you can exit through the shop, and you have a bit of a view inside the shop. We'll check out the shop as well after that. And then here is where you would wait for your car to get fixed. So this is the waiting room. Those are really nice benches using the canopy. Yeah, car lifts, but not quite car lifts because they wouldn't lift here. They're static, if that makes any sense. But that's the idea, Marilyn. In the universe, in the Belleflore universe, Jan is the main creative lead projects at the park. Well, Jan is the CEO of Yanko, the company that runs all my parks. So this park is ran by Yanko in partnership with the Belleflore family. There you go. That's the lore. And yeah, so you have the little waiting room with a nice view on the diner now, and the right photos and the exit. Yank, I saw that Fahrenheit. Yank is the god of this universe. Now you said young. This is even worse. This is wrong. Just don't say I'm a god. This is not the right way to stroke my ego. And then you have the office of Tony Scott's, and this is where you'll find the motto: Tony will fix it and won't quit. And here you can see a little frame of the bucking bronco, which is the actual ride picture. I always do that. I love it. Here you have the little newspaper, which is something we've built in the last stream, saying that Fix It Tony builds a car. And so here, ta-da! With the queue, you can see a little bit of the coaster, the highest point of the coaster, and then of course the lowest, I believe, one of the lowest at the very least, which is like just whooshing by, honestly. Then you have this this little building for the motor, which is also an emergency exit to the backstages, just in case. And of course, this little thing goes next to the initial turn, and then you go here, go under the stairs, and back here, and now you have a proper good view of the coaster, as you can see here. I'm gonna wait for it to pass because it's probably the best way to view it here. Look at that. And the right photo is right there, by the way. Look at it. It's glorious. And then you have the station, which is really cool. I've basically researched things on Amazon, like actual mechanic things to lift motors. I think this is called a crane, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, I've remade one of those. Same with those toolboxes. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, I forgot to show you the surfboard, which is referenced earlier in the queue. When you see the blackboard, it says that the color is inspired by the surfboard, which is right there. And as you can see, this is exactly what is happening. The car is exactly the same color as the surfboard. So yeah, that's the idea behind that. Reminds me a little bit of Lightning Rod Station at Dollywood. Yeah, there was a bit of an inspiration from that. Anyway, this is my end of the bargain. This is the POV of Bucking Bronco. Enjoy, guys. And there we go. That was Bucking Bronco. And goodbye, miss. Thank you so much for joining for a little bit. Well, for a little bit. For about 3 hours, actually. So thank you. Can we have the back row POV too, please? Yes. I'll give it to you guys. Oop, that's not it. Let's do it this, and there we go. Love the speed limit sign. What's the real speed? So it's about 53 miles an hour, I believe, from the conversions I've done. So yeah, this is why it's 55, just so that it's within the regulations of the road it's traveling on, if that makes any sense. It's quite short but perfect. Yeah, it's short, but I believe it makes sense for the budget of the park at the time. And there you go. That was our little back row POV for you guys. It's like 850 meters long. I believe it's shorter than that. I believe it's basically like Borealis. It's like 750. Yeah, 752 meters long, and it's 32 meters tall. So yeah. And hey, Ari, welcome to the stream. Here you have the ride photos. I could have had 12 different screens, but I wanted to limit that a little bit and have them like by free. Like Voden keeps hauling for maybe double the ride length. Yeah. And then you have this little shop here where I've just added those little cars. And this is where you can buy the ride photos. So yeah, and of course I was talking about Yanko being this universe's operator of the park, alongside the Belleflore family, in partnership with the Belleflore family. And so there's a Yanko Easter egg right there, which is a reference to Texaco, which was a very prominent petrol provider in the US at that time. So I thought, you know, Texaco, Yanko was somewhat similar, so that's why I used that. Yeah, that's the whole area. For the rest, guys, you'll have to wait until the video, because otherwise, yeah, I need to make my buck, if that makes any sense. But thank you so much to everyone who has donated during this stream. So that we can have that little POV. I hope you guys enjoyed that. See you, Tog. Thank you so much for staying longer for the POV. And see you later. What is the name of the song? It's called Jano Onda. It's very easy. It's Jano space Onda. O-N-D-A. Are you getting started on the French area expansion tomorrow? No, as I said earlier, I'm going to write the script tomorrow, record the voiceover on Friday, and edit the video throughout this weekend. I'm gonna try to stream on Saturday. And on Saturday, this is when we might start planning the expansion for that French area. So yeah, so good as always. Thank you. Thank you. And yes, the flag actually moves. This is completely custom. There we go. Speaking of the song, actually, the one thing that I wanted to do is do um, our audio for the area. So let's hide all of those. Just want to make sure. So basically the way I do my audio is place myself as far as I can until I can hear it. And so this is about the entrance of the area, so this is perfect. Now here, I think I want it around here. Yeah, this is not bad. You can still hear it from the shop, so that's good. Can we hear it well from the square? We can. And from around here, we'll want it to fade a little bit here, so that you guys cannot hear it that much anymore, and the music from the next area starts to take over. We need to, of course, do the speaker for the queue line. It's basically trying a bunch of positions to make sure that you can listen to it everywhere without it being too problematic for the whole rest of the area. But yeah, this seems like another great position, so let's call it that, honestly. Hey Keegan, welcome to the stream, nice to see you. So that's about it for the music. Let's see if we can find some nice ambience. I don't think we will, but who knows? So baths, no, sure, definitely not. Spooky Manor, definitely not. No. Shore, definitely not. Rainy Forest, definitely not. Arcade. It's really funny to know that the arcade is coming now. A cafe might be a nice thing for the diner, actually. Yes, this is perfect. Let's use it for the diner. There we go. Love how it's looking so far. Well, Keegan, actually, we've just finished this area, so I'm glad you do. Busy Toy City. That is a bit too busy to me. No, that's too toy. Max Stormcloud visits Toy City. Huh. Oh my goodness. Chanting and everything. That's funny. I bet this is what people have, the content creators who were at Frontier recorded. But yeah, I think that does it for our ambience, honestly. Did you took inspiration from Mystic Timbers for the trains? Yes, that was actually the first thing I thought about when I first had the idea of doing muscle car trains. Obviously, it's much more of a truck for Mystic Timbers, but that was definitely where the idea originated. Basically, um, it's very, very rare to have a custom front car for GCIs, and knowing that Mystic Timbers exists, I definitely was. It was definitely freeing to know that those trains exist, and so yeah, then I just did my thing. But yeah, guys, this is about it for this area. So as I said, I will be working on the script and the video basically. The video will definitely come out for everyone on next Friday. So not this Friday, but next Friday. And for those of you who are channel supporters and VIP supporters, you will get the early access on Tuesday, I believe. Yeah, Tuesday. So yeah, definitely be ready for that. But for now, this stream has been very productive. I'm really glad of the work we've done. Very very proud to have done this area because it's been a long one, honestly, to do. But yeah, thank you all so much, so much for watching this stream with me. It's always a pleasure to have you along with me for those little streams, and yeah, I love that. This part keeps getting better and better. I'm obsessed. Thank you so much, Alex. And yeah, can you imagine just like let's just take a moment to appreciate just how this is about half of Belleflore, and so there's still like half to do, but still you can start to imagine how this whole thing will look like once it's complete. And I'm really excited to continue working on it. We'll do a little exciting something probably on Saturday over there. So yeah, be sure to be there on Saturday to start breaking ground on that expansion with me. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. This has been Yan, your favorite friendly Frenchman, and as always, you've all been awesome, and I'll see you all on Saturday for the next stream. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Actually,